Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another philosophy Saturday. I don't know how I'm gonna call this, but I just want to share some stuff, some thoughts I have about life, things that I normally think about, and it occurs to me, and I just feel like it could be useful for you. I have struggled for a long time to fit in. I've always felt like I needed to be part of whatever community I was in because I needed to feel safe. And just like in the animal kingdom, you know, if you have a particular spot or like you have something that makes you different from the herd, you're easy to target. I felt like when I was not around people or trying to fit in, it was going to be easier for people to pick on me. Just being different was hard. That's what I'm trying to say. And throughout my years, I have never felt special. I always felt like I was just quirky or different, and people really made sure I knew I was different, right? And not necessarily in a bad way, but it made me feel like I had to try my best to fit in because otherwise I was in danger. And what I've realized in the past year, or like this 2023, I would say, is that it is equally painful to try to be something you're not or someone you're not than to be yourself. And what I say by this is, when you try too hard to be something you're not, someone you're not, you're chipping away parts of yourself. You're smoothing your edges too harsh. You're not being kind to yourself, basically. And that hurts for two reasons. Reason number one, it hurts you as a person because you feel like you're not being yourself. You never feel like you can love who you are because that's not who you are. And number two, it hurts because people figured out that you're faking it. You figure out that you're trying too hard. And other people do figure out as well. And so it hurts that you put all that effort, all that time to be this person who fit in, for people to say, you're kind of weird, you know, like you're trying too hard to be normal. And so if you do the opposite, which is being yourself, it hurts to be rejected. It really does. It hurts to be different. It hurts to feel like people don't understand you, and like whatever it is that makes you different. It really hurts to have a constant reminder that you don't fit in, that there is separation is equal to rejection, basically. So like if you compare yourself to somebody who's taller than you, it's a constant reminder that you're short. So like understanding their differences and accepting them and try to like live that type of life, it's a constant reminder that you're not fitting in whatever context or area of your life we're talking about. But it hurts the same way. It hurts the same way. And it took me so long, and I've been hearing it from so many different people in so many different ways, like choose your poison, like, you know what I mean? Like it hurts to work out, but it also hurts to not work out in the long run. You have to invest your time. Like you still have the 24 hours, right? It's like, depending on what you do, it's still hard, whatever it is that you're doing. So I just want to put this video out here to explain that, I guess, to say that, like, it does hurt the same way to pretend to be somebody you're not. And so that kind of gave me a lot of validation and made me feel like it was okay to be myself, because at the end of the day, it still hurts. I was trying to protect myself from pain, and it happens that it's still painful. So I was not protecting myself. I was just trying to, at the end, even though that's what I was trying to do, I ended up just hurting myself in another area, which is not being good enough, because I can't fake it enough. So therefore, you know, I'm adding layers to the whole thing of not accepting myself. Like, oh my God, I'm strange or different or whatever it is. And I'm also unable to fake it. And so it's like, damn, I'm weird and also bad at being whatever. And so now I'm not enough. Because even though I try so hard, you know, I have expectations of people to accept me when I'm not myself, because being myself is not acceptable. It's still the same thing. It's still the same thing. So I'm just putting it out here so you can feel like it's okay to be yourself. I think it's okay to be yourself. I think that it will be painful the same way. It doesn't matter what you do. Being smart or not so smart, or trying a particular type of music, or liking a particular thing, it's painful. It's painful to be yourself. And it's also painful to fake being somebody else. So I think that it should be okay to try to be yourself. Give yourself permission to be yourself. And anytime you feel like you're doing something that doesn't align with your values, just say no for once, you know, and be like, actually, that's not who I am. Actually, I don't like you mentioning that I'm not like you, right? I don't like how you make me feel different from you, because I don't do that to you. Then I'm not going to hang out with you anymore. Instead of trying to not consume that whatever thing they're criticizing about you, just don't hang out with them. Like, I don't want people like that. I want people that celebrate who I am, celebrate my differences. And so when you start accepting yourself, you just start saying like, and what's the problem with that? Why are you saying that? Can you explain to me why you have to talk to me about why you prefer water paint instead of pencil? Like, why are you saying it in a negative way? Like, you know, like, you don't like to sing that type of song. Why? I wasn't singing it to you. Like, why are we bringing this up? So it will give you the courage to challenge those who are trying to make a point or remind you that you're different, right? So you say what and what's up with that? And so eventually they're either going to feel very uncomfortable and they're going to leave you alone, or you're going to start realizing that they're not your type of people. If they're family members, sorry to say, but they're going to be there forever. The only thing you can do is keep yourself distant. You can only separate yourself as much as you can. And if you know they cannot change, like, this is the type of person who thinks they're right, just don't even explain it to them. Just pretend you don't understand what's happening and move on with your life. Because the worst thing I've noticed is to try to make somebody understand that they're not being kind, because the criticism or pointing out that there's a difference of character, pointing out something in a negative way, is not necessarily helpful. Sometimes they don't understand it because that's the only way they know love, right? The only way they know love is to say, I know you're short, but why the but? Why are we talking about my height when we're talking about food, right? I know that you only read books, but this movie, and it's like, can you just say the movie? Like, why do you have to make an emphasis that you don't read, I do, and you think I'm being pedantic because I read more books than you? I'm giving you an example. People have never said that to me. I am a woman. Being short is not bad, so I don't feel like that's a problem. I'm not really telling you my business, but I'm giving you very silly examples because I want it to be as silly and as light as possible. But yes, be yourself. Do not try to protect yourself by pretending being somebody else. It's not gonna work out. I'm telling you right now. It's just not worth it. So catch me next Saturday. I'm gonna be posting most of this stuff. I have a lot of thoughts and I want to share them. And if you like it, if you've discovered it before, let me know in the comments what you thought about this. Any books that you recommend about this, that will be awesome. And I'll see you on another video. Have a good day.